And hello, actor Matt Williams, again in another not so Hollywood studio doing some editing work. Um, my point today is to go over my social medias and thank you so much, everybody following me, and for the new content that I'm doing with the Homeless Matt and homeless survival hacks and tips with Homeless Matt. Thank you so much for all your outpouring, your personal messages to me, uh, the love you're sharing, and even the director for the movie I'm doing, which is separate from my social media, thanking me for doing the social media. And it's really, really filling up my heart. Thank you so much, everybody that is doing so. Let me remind you, when you watch little videos and shorts like that, it helps that system in the social media if you watch it all the way through. Give a like. Just always watch it all the way through to the end and give a like. I'm getting to the point where I have an introduction and a closing to each one of my videos. That's part of the editing thing I'm doing right now. But that helps the algorithm and what's called the meta right now, or whatever it is. And so if you would, please do that. But just absolutely thank you so much, everybody, your outpouring that you have been sharing me. And it's absolutely a content, the homeless content, that's a deep subject right now. There's no simple answer to it. It's almost like with each individual, there's a separate answer. And for some, there's not going to be an answer. And those are the ones we want to go into prayer for. And thank you then again. If I'm giving documentaries or helpful hints or playing a character and it reminds you of somebody and it tugs on your heart that you want to pray for them, thank you for that. Thank you. That's what's most important to me as an actor, that gets through to you. But as for a helpful homeless tip today, what to eat. Anything that comes in cans. Just 99% of the things that comes in cans. Most of them, you can eat it cold. Yeah, nobody likes to eat cold beef stew or cold chicken noodle or the beanie weenies and the pork and beans. That's kind of like a number one when it's cold. But if you do need to heat it up, you're not supposed to set fires, especially inside city limits or wherever you got your little cardboard house at and where you're camped. And you especially don't want to, do any kind of heating inside of it as well, even if you're in a tent. Today is kind of cloudy and rainy, so no filming. Of course, it's Easter weekend holiday, no filming. But something that is called a Cajun Microwave. Just a cardboard box, aluminum foil all inside there. Anything that's reflective, shiny inside there. Open up the can first. Don't just go all the way around. You want to open it up and pull the lid over so you'll have a grab handle on that can, but set the can in there or two of them in there and let the sun do the work. Even on a cloudy day, the worst you're going to get is a warm meal. And this way it's not sitting up, like I say, you're not permissible to have a fire. The smoke's going to give you away, the fire's going to give you away, and it's against the law inside the city limits anyway. And like I say, that was one reason I went to the park. There were barbecue pits, and then when there's not a burn ban, you can use that. But other than that, you can use the Cajun Microwave. And thank you, Louisiana, for You as a culture had lended a brand name to something that we do. And another thing that you can do is open up the can. If you're in a vehicle, open up the can, put it on the dashboard to where it's sitting in the sunlight in the front windshield, and that will heat up the food as well. And just different situations like that. Be mindful, be safe, obey the laws, and know this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, everything that you sharing with me, you're sharing your post, and yes, please, you can share my videos. You can forward them to other people. You can share people you think it's going to give a message to. Thank you for that. And I can't wait until you get to see the movie Homeless But Blessed in God's Own TV on Roku. They have their own channel right now. And so I'm allowed to say that now because I got permission from production. And so to do that and watch the videos all the way through, that helps the algorithm and everything else that's going on. Share everything you do that I've got. Know that I love you. Somebody else out there loves you. And God loves you. And my followers love you.